is Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. On 1st down, Parker looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right there at the 43.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, hit me.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. 51 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Deshaun Kaiser, an early touchdown pass in that one. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 80 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 62 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll run on first down. Parker, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So thanks to the... Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. come the Patriots. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down now, Parker. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what?
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he'd hit the sideline. They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They're going to try and throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, it'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with their 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Given 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now they try the right side here. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Let's go! Blue landed! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, look at 56. No, check. Patriot! Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19! No,
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Leopard, set. Green 39, green 39. Hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. DeShone Kizer, 2 touchdown passes thus far. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Green 39!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.